What's good, everybody? Just thought I'd go live right quick. Um, Listen to this summertime. Reason why I'm going live because we just got the news. I just posted the news on the page. Um, COVID-19 got that ice cube in the back. Yay, yay. But looks like COVID-19 has hit the Cowboys and the Texans. Just reported from Ian Rappaport that several players from the Cowboys and Texans have tested positive for COVID-19. Ezekiel Elliott was good with you. Ezekiel Elliott is one that has been confirmed as one of the COVID-19. They said, I just posted that as well from Ian Rappaport. We'll get more news as it comes. I'll post more news as it comes. They said Ezekiel Elliott is in good spirits, good health, all the good stuff. Everything is being taken care of. But, you know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you right now, my thoughts of it. I still felt like, and I still feel like, I don't know now. I ain't gonna lie. Let me just take that all back, for real, for real. Let me think. I was feeling real good about a season, all that good stuff. Not saying my concerns have changed, but now COVID has hit a few Cowboys players, and it's not just the Cowboys players. It's not just Cowboys and Texans. It's a whole bunch of other teams. There's some players that got COVID-19, and for the simple fact that it's a star player already. Ezekiel Elliott is confirmed as having it. My personal opinion, I live out here in Columbus, Ohio. I'm gonna tell you right now, I think they did a great job, in my opinion, of really locking down the COVID-19 out here. I felt they did a really great job of isolating it as soon as possible. We didn't have and I'm not saying lessening any of the deaths that were going on, but we had like 25,000 cases and there were like 2,000 deaths. And that's a great ratio. I mean, they really bottled it up out here. They really took control of it out here. And I feel like that's why you won't see a lot of lingering problems out here in Ohio, is because of how it really attacked it. Me, in my opinion, I don't think Texas attacked it that well, in my opinion. I think they're really pushing to get out there. The governor, I know he said first it was 25% fans in the stands, then 50%. But I just feel like they really pushed it out there in Texas. I think they just went way too fast. I don't think they controlled it and contained it as quickly as in Texas as maybe some other states. And I feel like, and I just kept on reading, even though I'm in Ohio, I keep the Texas news, I keep the Texas Daily News, I keep all that news going on. But I just been seeing spikes, huge spikes out there in Texas, like in one day. I know Texas is a huge state, I get it, and these might be some smaller areas, but just the fact that, just not a lot of social distancing. Honestly, let's be honest with ourselves. We talk about the COVID-19. I'm not going to keep on talking about this, but we're talking about this is affecting the sports area. And if, they let it out, as soon as it went out, there was like nobody using masks. I've been guilty a few times not using my mask, but I keep them at work. I wear them all the time. When I go out, I try to always keep it. And there just wasn't a lot of people being social distancing, for real. And it's almost like, was this thing really contained in a couple months? And now everybody's jumping out there and no social quarantine is going on, for real. Nobody's using anything like that. And now you're hearing NFL players having it. If that happens, if you're already hearing about NFL players having it already and the season hasn't even started, no training camps or anything, I don't know how fans are going to be in the stands. You get what I'm saying? I just don't know how that's going to happen. I'm a little concerned now about the situation going forward. Because you already got players that we thought would happen, but to actually see it to happen changes the game, in my opinion, especially when it's a star player. Now you get star players getting this, they're not going to risk that. I mean, you can't risk that. I mean, it's COVID-19, you feel me? And now it's going to get crazy. So now I'm wondering about a season. Now I'm wondering how it's going to happen. Remember that there was a lot of other teams that shut down the season. And the full NFL went full steam ahead. They did measures, in their opinion, and that we saw But you never know with this stuff. I don't even really know what's going on. I'm sorry if I haven't give a shout out to everybody. Shout out everybody's in the feed. I appreciate everybody's in the feed. I haven't been able to see everybody's name. So shout out to you and salutes to everybody. You can pop them donations if you'd like to. Cash at me if you like. $ Big Game James 72, or jump on there with the donation. Hey, we still got to make this grind pop. But I am a little bit concerned about what's going to happen with this season going forward now. I was real excited about the season, but when I hear this, you knew it was going to happen, but to hear it happen is something totally different. And so now I just wonder, what's going to go down the line? How, what are going to be the steps? What are going to be the measures? You got Ezekiel Elliott that has this, where he can't go to the facility. Let's say we're playing in a game, somebody gets COVID-19, or during the game, and now you got a star player. So let's say you got a Dak Prescott. This is crazy. Let's say you just have a Dak Prescott, or anybody, Aaron Rodgers, anybody. They're playing good. It's week 5. They're killing it, and then all of a sudden they get COVID-19, and then they can't play for weeks because they got to be quarantined. You feel me? And now you got to issue a backup player. This thing could just get crazy, and I don't know how deep it is, but those type of things could be happening if you already see it like this. If you already had a season right now, and then Ezekiel Elliott tests positive for COVID-19, he's not playing for the next few weeks. And then you got to find out when's the next time he can play. So this could be a huge mess all the way around. This doubts my thing with the season. I don't know how deep this is, but now I put the season into pause mode, because players are going to miss games if they get COVID-19. They're going to be quarantined. You know what I mean? And we don't know when this is going to go away. So, kind of concerning. The good thing about this is, though, we'll have Dave Hellman on tomorrow. John Oney will be on tomorrow. That'll be great for the late night hype. We'll be able to talk to Dave Hellman. And that's the good thing, that we want you to keep on supporting, liking, supporting the channel, and donating, because this is a perfect time for us to get and talk to Dave Hellman, because he's actually with the Cowboys. He actually will have maybe a little more knowledge about this than we would, and maybe firsthand we'll be able to get to hear what Dave Hellman has to say about what the Cowboys are going to do, especially with this breaking news about Cowboys players having the COVID, and Ezekiel Elliott having COVID-19. We'll have Dave Hellman on here tomorrow, and he'll be able to hopefully tell us live like what's really going on and what's going to happen beyond with the season and going forward. So that'll be a must-see tomorrow. Hey ho, I got a $2 holla from my dog Floyd Purrier. I love the proactiveness, Floyd. I love the proactiveness, but we'll see. You know what I mean? We can be proactive now because the season hasn't started. That's what I'm saying, and I'm trying to be I've been one of the most proactive people out there about this. But if this was the season and this happened, now let's say if you're in a playoff hunt, this is real. If you're in a playoff hunt during the game, all right, and that is going on, and you miss a player because COVID happens, and now you can't play because you have a backup taking this spot, that's going to be real. So that's going to be huge. This is huge now, in my opinion. Got to figure out how they're going to go forward, what they're doing with this, and how it's going to look beyond with the season. So more to come, more to happen. We'll have Dave Hellman, like I said, on tomorrow, and hopefully he'll be able to open our eyes and open our light with more of the COVID-19 breaking news. A few Cowboys players. Hey ho, John Jones with the $5 holla. Appreciate you, John. Appreciate you for the love with that. But it'll be a good show tomorrow. We can get the news right from the one of the horse's mouths, literally, with COVID-19 with Dave Hellman, and we'll be able to go forward and see what's going on. So I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little not nervous, but I am concerned now. Have more concern than I had before, especially with players coming up. So we'll see what goes down. Make sure you tune in for the show tomorrow. I might be having a show. I didn't do a show with Donovan Wilson yesterday. I said I was, but I already did like two videos on Donovan Wilson. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do Bradley or not, because I posted a video from Cowboys X Factor. Shout out to Cowboys X Factor for the great 1-minute video that he had, and he posted. I think Bradley and I really retweeted it. I apologize for Cowboys X Factor not for giving you the shout out. I did not know, but I did give you the shout out on the videos on my page, my Big Game James page, and on my Twitter page, and we talked and whatever, and it was a misunderstanding, so it's all good. But I'm gonna do a video on Bradley and I, hopefully today. I got football practice. We'll see how that goes. That's gonna all this stuff is kind of crazy because if it's out there, it could be out here. It's just kind of crazy how this is gonna happen. So we'll see how this pans out. But just make sure you keep on tuning in, checking in for the late night hype tomorrow. Check in for Silver and Blue Nation Big Game James. We're doing big things out here. Law Nation, my guy Scott Walker, still loving the life, and just keep on supporting us and pushing us to higher heights. We'll talk to you soon. We'll see how this pans out. Big Game James, Silver and Blue Nation. I'm out. Talk to you soon. Peace.